I don't paint pictures, I create literature. I recite the shit I write and turn it into scripture. You ain't cut from my cloth, your clothes don't fit your grown man. Turn soft like big bro's little sister. What's wealth to a million? A city to a village, a boss to a minion. Only talk what I'm living. Been on top so long, but I still ain't hit my ceiling. What's hell to a prison? I've been real from the beginning. I've been known to throw stones, but have caution. I don't look down when I'm walking past coffins. When you pass, you see pale faces, black blouses. The devil's office is Auschwitz with black couches. I'm nauseous and I don't get nervous. You the first one to jump if there's any turbulence. It's a cold world, so throw him in the furnace. Put his teeth where the curve is. We all know what the verdict. Rest in peace where the dirt is.
Sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
I'm praying for my enemies who praying on me, waiting for an answer from Jesus, but all I hear is demons screaming while I'm screaming. Dear Lord, tell me what's the reason? Watching old men get richer while the young bloods are bleeding. Listen, first
I'm trying to get into it now. It should be on your Instagram.
Keep you circle smaller squares and knock you off of your square. We all hit the bottom. Watch you celebrate when you're there, and watch you hop aboard when you take off. Oh, hey. Oh yeah, couple things I need to add. I let your ball rap long enough, so I'ma need that bag. Apologize for my leave of absence, my bad. I got distracted by devils on the internet with evil habits. I missed the past, wonder where the strong man went. I give them facts, I get back straw man. Damn. So he who has no sin song, gonna throw the first stone. Put that on the desk between the dates on my headstone.
Sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
Don't make it right. I won't judge the judgmental. Are you confident that what you did in confidence is confidential? Difference of our calibers will set the differential. Only fear is my own mental. My temper is temperamental. My past can't be erased. It wasn't written with a pencil. My penmanship is written testimonies of redemption. I ask for forgiveness, so I know that I'm forgiven. I won't cast the first stone on the next man, cause he didn't. How you pay your bills really ain't none of my business. Unless you hurting others, then let God be my witness. My violence ain't malicious. I really have good intentions. I'll die on this battlefield before I ride the fences.
Sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. Oh, sitting in a glass house, watching the storms go by. You should never throw stones inside. We all got bones to hide. We all got bones to hide.
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat upon him was Death, and hell followed with him. You ever get depression? Face goes blank, no expression. Dealing with some demons, they aggressive. Looking at the gun on the dresser. Got a question, will these thoughts stop if I press it? I don't really want to off myself, but I often sit and think. Gotta shed a tear like a drop from a faucet sink. Need to talk to a shrink, walk with a priest. Wanna fight everybody when I walk down the street. Want a problem? Fuck you, Your Honor. Never had a father, made me crazy. Motherfucker came in swinging like Muhammad Ali Frazier. Born in 1980, started rapping way before I ever heard of shit. I ain't even know white dudes rap. Thought you had to be black for that. Had to really start ejecting with the hat to match. I was
What's going on, people? We are back with another FTB reaction, man. This one's gonna be live. Shout out to everybody already on the stream. Big shout out to y'all. We got a special guest We're going to do a live interview today for y'all. We're going to dive straight into it. We know we got some things to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, today we have a powerhouse joining us, someone who's been a massive impact in both music and social commentary scenes. Adam Calhoun is not just a rapper, but a voice for the working class and a self-made entrepreneur. With multiple chart-topping albums, including hits like The Brave, War, and A War, Adam's music blends country rap and hip-hop while speaking to the heart of rural America. All right, he is a man who's unapologetically stood on his values, sparking controversy, conversations about patriotism, and also freedom of speech, man. All right, so beyond the music, Adam is also a successful businessman with ventures that range from his popular apparel line, A-Cal Clothing. Make sure you guys go check that clothing line out, by the way. Got some fire merch on there. You already know how we do. Where he's accumulated millions of followers and views across platforms. All right. Today we dive into the career, the album, and what's next for him. Please welcome to the show your boy Adam Calhoun, man. All right.
Holy
How
shit.
you like that? How you like that?
Where did you get
Let's
all that?
get it.
No, did you do that?
I got you, bro. It's gonna be proper.
Wow.
We're gonna do you proper, bro.
I need to leave. I don't know if I can stand up to that. I didn't even know I did all that.
It's all good, man. It's all good. I did a lot of research on you, man. So it's gonna be very proper, very proper. So I know we got some time crunch, so we're gonna dive straight into it, man. I'm gonna value your time as a guest. Before we get into the music, man, first things first. You post a lot about, what's going on with yourself behind the scenes, as far as like, people letting people to get to know you personally. So the first question I want to ask you, man, how you doing today, brother?
That feels good just to be asked how the fuck you're doing. That usually people are asking for money or what can I do for them?
Facts.
Well, that feels good. How am I doing? I'm happy to be here, dog. I've been worse off. I'm happy to be here.
Copy that. Happy to have you, man. I'm glad your fans pulled up. We got some folks in the comment section. Make sure you guys drop a question. We're gonna save the fan questions for the end. But let's go ahead and get into this music, man. Go ahead and get into the questions. So, you've been making music and charting, producing albums since 2017, way back. In your first album with Chris Hoosier, Made in America.
Yeah, we're gonna skip past that part.
All right, skip past all that.
Yeah, that dude never see the light of day again.
Copy that, guys. Is there some kind of background to all that, like some shenanigans?
It was when I was new in here in this scene, and I didn't know what was going on or who was who, and that's a person that should never have any light shed on them for the rest of eternity.
Damn.
And that ain't just by my account. That's by anyone's account that you can talk to.
Roger that. Respect. So let's go ahead and dive into the music, man. So looking at your background, man, you got Americal, The Throne, War, Hooligan, Billy Goat, Legend, Pressure, Outlaw Shit, The Brave, but of course, Tom McDonald, your country rap tunes, and then also The Brave too, your most recent. So the first question is, as an independent artist, behind the curtains a little bit, how do you maintain such a high level of productivity? Sometimes you're even dropping like 2 albums in a year. I read about
3, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. So how do you maintain such a high level of productivity and staying consistent, staying connected with your fans, and at the same time taking care of home and family and your home responsibilities as an independent artist?
I do it by being unsatisfied with myself, never letting myself feel like I did something good.
Right.
Never letting now this is a gift and mostly a curse, but the reason why I'm have so much productivity and am able to pump out all these projects is because I have a crazy work ethic, and I am never satisfied ever by anything that I do. I'm never content with myself and how I am. And I'm very competitive, and I don't just talk about it. I put it to work, as you can see by my catalog.
Right. Very extensive, very credible, man. Staying consistent, you staying involved with your fan base and rocking out, man. So where do you think you kind of got that work ethic from? Was it from somebody you grew up with? Just did it form naturally? Or you just kind
So
of made it yourself?
I know I come from a broken home, like most of us. It feels like these days, but I come from a home that we were raised mostly by my mother, and
Right.
she worked sometimes 3 jobs to raise us boys and my sister, and I think I got my work ethic from my mom,
Mm.
and yeah, I mean, other part of the question?
I think that was it, man. Where'd you get your work ethic from, pretty much?
My mom, and just being, like I said, just seeing her struggle
Right.
to put some food on the table for us, and just fucking not taking no for an answer for me. Just work ethic for me is everything. If you're not worth my time, if you're not gonna be willing to put in the work, and the work. A lot of people, they say they're outworking everyone and this and that. If you got time to say that, you ain't outworking nobody.
Facts. If you got time to talk about it, you ain't putting in the work.
Yeah.
You ain't getting no action done. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the album, man. Coming out tomorrow. You guys go ahead and cop that pre-order. It's available now. Full album comes out tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
Entitled,
that's exciting.
yeah, man.
The album is called Pale Horse.
Mm-hmm.
I did it with my childhood friend that we're still friends. I don't even consider my friend. I consider my brother. We fight like we're brothers, and we're at each other's. We know each other's families, and I mean that's my brother. You guys call him Mises. I call him Chuck.
Right.
Um,
Because you guys grew up together in like Chicago, right?
we're 30 miles south of Chicago, but yeah, we're from the same neighborhood. We grew up with the same kids. We went to the same high school. We're the same age. I met him when
Right.
I was 16 playing basketball.
Nice. So the title of the album, I was trying to wrap my brain around it, as a reaction channel as we try to get our little interpretation of it. So how did you and Mises come up with this album title? Like, how did you guys, and what does it mean like to you guys?
So the first thing that you'll hear on the album is something from the Bible, Book
Right.
of Revelations, before music even starts, and that was on Mirrors.
Facts. The little cinematic scene you had
Yeah,
with the
so the
sand.
very first thing that you even hear on this album is that, and that was for me kind of. Chuck is very, Mises is very, um, a lot of faith, God, the Bible, um, and I've always searched for my faith, and I finally found what I believe, and I believe
Right.
there's a God. I don't know if I necessarily believe the Bible to be true, but I believe that there's a creator, that we all have one creator. And I don't want to get too crazy into that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's a part of my private life that I keep to myself. Chuck's very public about it, but I just wanted
Right.
to pay kind of homage to him, and to a nod to him that, hey man, I'm here with you on this journey that we're about
Mm.
to go on, which is a spiritual journey. I mean, making an album with someone else, spending every day with someone, and running and lifting and sweating, and uh, you know, tears, and the emotion, and the bumping heads, and maybe not agreeing, and a little bit of arguing and fighting.
Right.
That's what it's about. And the pale horse thing, in the Bible and Revelations, it's this. All these rappers and shit. There's a lot of really dope rappers, but there's also a lot of guys that I don't deserve to feel like they deserve to be in the rap game. And it was like bringing hell with us, and that was us bringing shake the game up, and like really, you know, finish something we started 20 something years ago. And that's also
Right.
Revelations, the last book, and this is something that we're finishing that we started a long time ago, and doing it the right way.
Copy that, man. I think with the intro right there, with the cinematic intro, that was a perfect like introduction to your album. I think when I first heard the first two songs, I was like, Calhoun's being very transparent so far in these first couple of songs, man. So that kind of dives into my next question. In this song, you really spoke about, well, mirrors. You really spoke about like mental and sometimes physical thoughts of like challenges of like depression, dealing with anger issues, and even sometimes you spoke on like the pressures being too much for you, where you thought about, you know, taking your own. You guys get the rest of that. You know what I mean? So I know you spoke on earlier that your father wasn't in your life, and when I first heard that verse, I didn't know if you were being serious or if like that was just a bar you wrote. So you saying that is very important, because it goes right along with this. Do you think that him not being there impacted your music in any kind of way, or and even take it to the next? Do you think if he was there, your life would have been differently as far as like trajectory?
So he was there when I was, so my parents were, he wasn't there very much. He was there till I was probably around 10, and he started his own family with, and had another child, and that was it. It was kind of just, I was like, at least that's how I feel. I felt like I was kind of just like a nuisance to his life, and we just never did. So you're talking, after that, you're talking 30 years. Maybe I've seen him a handful of times. So I know who he is,
Right.
and what he looks like and shit. I just don't have a relationship with him.
Copy that.
And yeah, that definitely affected my life. That it gave me a big chip on my shoulder, and it made me lash out and be mad and angry, like I wasn't good enough or some shit. And that's what reflects probably in my music. It's very aggressive, and it's in your face, and that's how I am when I speak, and I don't hold back, and I very unapologetically who I am, and
Right.
I'm aware of my flaws and how flawed I am.
Right. I think as a fan, man, and as a listener of, I've been listening to rap like pretty much my whole life, going all the way back to Pocket, even before then. We can kind of somewhat appreciate the fact that you are as open as you are about some of the things that's really going on in your head. I think that a lot of your fan base can definitely take advantage of that, of you just telling your truth, and maybe they can grow from it in their own way and learn from it in their own way. But I wanted to let you know, man, I respect the fact that you're doing that, and I think that you're on the right path, man, of being real, always being yourself, at all times, despite what people may think of you, man.
I appreciate that.
Facts. So let's go into the music, man. So you have completed albums with 2 lyrical and sometimes controversial artists, such as Meezus and Tom McDonald. Now, I'm not going to give you a cop-out. If you had to pick one, all right, which one pushed you the most as far as your penmanship, as far as the lyricist? Had you looking over your shoulder a little bit, like, hold on, let me rewrite this real quick. He went kind of crazy. If you had to pick one,
Tom.
Easy.
So, I mean, it's not easy, but yeah, no, Tom. If that, I'll always credit Tom for making me because Tom is one of the very few people that were able to. Usually, I'm the one pushing.
Right.
Tom was able to push me. Tom, I feel, is the same as me, as he tries to break people, and if they don't break, they become better. And that's how I am. I try to break people or see if they'll become better, and we become closer. And that's what happened with me and Tom. I believe he had to rewrite a few verses. I definitely had to rewrite a few verses.
Right. Because I think on the Brave 2 and even the Brave, you guys had some of the best verses I've heard from you guys.
Yeah, we weren't like, I can't get flamed on a I can't let him flame me on a verse.
Exactly. Competitively.
And the other thing too is when you got to rewrite a verse. And there was a few verses we had to rewrite, not because his verse was better or my verse was better, nothing like that. There was a few verses we just had to rewrite because they didn't fit the song. So if you're a rapper and you got to rewrite a verse, that's like, no, I'm not doing that. I just spent so much time doing that. But when you have to actually do it again, that's what you do better. And then there was one song I wrote the 3 verses, and I wrote one verse 3 different fucking times. And then there were some songs that, you know, he got me on, and I'm not gonna sit here, I'm not gonna speak for myself and be like there were some songs I got him on, but there were some songs he got me on. And yeah, he made me a better rapper. Now with Chuck Mises, it was more, I felt like I was pushing him, and this is just my opinion. I felt like I was pushing him more, and he's already a dope rapper. So but it was like a little more like, it wasn't so much competition. It was more like
a friendly little sparring type thing going on.
There you go. And we both, even with that album, I became a better artist working with him, and I can't speak for him, but I believe he would say the same.
Copy that. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Let's get into the next. Now let's dive into the single Glass House. Now this isn't your first time with Struggle Jennings, and this isn't your first time with Caitlin Curtis. How did you guys come about adding her to the song and adding her to the hook? Because that joint was fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I wrote the hook, and I tried singing it, and I was like, this isn't it. And I sent it over to Struggle and asked if he wanted to get on the song and see if, and I said, can you ask Kat if she would? Because I was like, I didn't know how Kat would feel.
Right.
You know, I mean, Strug, if I ask him something, he's like, yeah, blah, blah, I got you.
That's what's up.
Kat, she's a girl. It's different, you know.
Yeah, you gotta go through the right channels to.
Yeah.
Right.
We don't have that brotherhood. It's Kat, you know.
Exactly.
She's the homie though. Like, I love Kat. She's one of the most amazing singers I've ever been able to be around. I mean, but we sent it over. I think they changed maybe the last line, and she just melted.
She smoked it. Yeah, bro. She smoked that thing, bro.
And they kind of rearranged the hook a little than I wrote it, but they crushed it, and Struggle crushed his verse. And Kat has such a beautiful voice, and it's such a good song. And it's like I'm making music now that's a little different. It's still got a little bit of aggression, but it's got a little bit of that vulnerability in it too.
Right. Solid, bro. Solid. But yeah, definitely that Kat verse was her verse was crazy. She killed that hook, man. That whole song, in my opinion, was just so powerful, bro. From start to finish, you guys smoked that thing. Shout out to y'all for that. Shout out to Mises, man. Shout out to Struggle Jennings. Solid. Shout out to Caitlin Kerr as well. Let's see. So in the Glass House, you said, been on top for so long, but I still ain't hit my ceiling. What's held to a prison? I've been real since the beginning. And I know you've hinted towards retirement a few times before in your music and in like vlogs or whatever. With the first line, with I still ain't hit my ceiling. So do you feel like you have more after this album, or like, should we expect for this to be Akow's last album that he drops?
So the reason why I've said so many times like I'm done with this shit is because how much it takes out of me.
Right.
Because I put so much into it. I don't sleep, and I'm not normal around the house. I'm like a zombie, and you know, I'm very agitated and annoyed when people are trying to talk to me, and these are people who love me, and I have to like walk away from them. And you know, I'm a one mode person, and when I'm creating an album, I have to be fully locked in, and everyone else is just background. And it's like, it's hard to balance that, to be a parent, a father, a husband, and a friend, and just a normal human. It's not normal what I do. This is not normal behavior of just being 100% locked into this piece of, I guess you could say, art that I'm creating from nothing except for my thoughts. And I'm very irritable, and it just, when I'm done with the project, I feel almost kind of like sick, like I left a part of me in there that I gave to the people.
Right.
That's why I'm always like, this is it, man. I can't do this to myself anymore. Right. But that's the part, you know, where I say I ain't hit my ceiling. That's why I haven't stopped, because I keep progressing and getting better, and I keep finding myself being what I've always wanted to be, which was like a respected rapper. You know, this isn't a gimmick. This isn't a fucking. This is not just because I'm white. This isn't, you know. This is I'm a high. I'm a talented rapper, and I've never told myself that. I've always told myself, do better, work harder. I'm getting to the point where I'm becoming a very talented rapper and artist.
Copy that. All right. So this is you've been in the game almost 13 years, man. I'm at like 10 years. Or longer than that.
So social media, 8 years.
Right.
The first album after I got my social media notoriety was 2017, but me and Chuck, we put out our first CD in 1999.
Damn. Way back.
Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. So when looking at Pale Horse in comparison to your other bodies of work, what can the fans expect? What can we expect as far as the differences? Like what can we expect going into Pale Horse tomorrow when we go ahead and cop that thing compared to your other bodies of work?
This is a straight. This isn't country rap. This isn't political rap. This is not a subgenre of rap. This is a rap album. This is a complete body of work that it you know, we threw out 4 songs before we finally caught our stride and found the identity of this project. It's just it's a rap album, and it's the most vulnerable side of me that I've been able to take out and give to people.
Right.
And it's while still remaining a little rough around the edges and a little bit aggressive. It's just really good, man. It's and I got to do it with my brother, guys that are from the same neighborhood, which I feel like that's so rare.
Right, especially these days.
We're from the same high school, you know, and hopefully we can get a gold plaque out of this. I mean, I don't even know if that's even a thing, you know, like independent,
right?
Gold plaque, 2 kids from the same neighborhood who grew up with the same kid. Like, it's like a dream to me. And it's something rare. It's like hometown shit, you know. I'm still in the same town I grew up in, you know.
Facts. The fact that you're able to still, you know what I'm saying, collaborate with a trusted friend from your childhood is definitely a blessing, bro. Because that's definitely rare nowadays. You can barely trust folks who stay across the street from you, man. So for you to be able to do that is a great thing. Can't wait for the album to come out. We have a question from one of your fans. His name is Magler5438. I'm definitely going to tag him in this. It's a 2-part question. First question is he's referring to you. He said he would run for president one day. Is he serious? Because he already has my vote.
So, you know, when I talk about this, it sounds like you're crazy.
Right.
Am I? Like, when I said I was going to be a rapper when I was in 1994, 95, I want to be a rapper, people were like, you're crazy. Like, when I said I wanted to start a clothing company, you're crazy. When I said anything I've ever said that I wanted to do, people told me I was crazy.
Facts.
We got a guy that can't even coherently speak that is the president. So is it really that crazy? I feel like, yeah, I would love to actually be a person that is from the people, that came from the people, that is for the people, and actually would die for the people that he's representing. And I don't feel like a lot of these politicians, I feel like 99.9% of these politicians, they do this for their own personal gain.
Facts. Facts.
Yes, I would love to run for president. It takes a lot of money, and it takes a lot of
campaigning and all that.
It takes a lot. It takes more than that. It takes who you know. I mean, there's a lot of dirty shit that goes on in politics that we'll never know. And once you open that door to be in that situation, there's no telling. But I tell you what, if I did run, I would make this motherfucking country have balls again.
Thanks.
And yes, I would like to do that. And I am a felon, and felons, that doesn't prevent you from running for president.
As we can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I definitely want to. That's a good point right there. I think the people, bro, the American people are just tired of the freaking regime of I promise this, I promise that, and to be honest, bro, in my opinion, bro, it kind of comes from both sides of the fence, man. The
I agree.
promises, the broken promises, and to be honest, this is the perfect time for a blue collar guy to just go for it, man. Because I think after this term, the next person to win it should be and will be a blue collar person, bro. Because we're tired of seeing the private school kids go to the private colleges and go to the Harvard. We don't know who they are until they start running for president, and they then turn around and say, "Trust me, I'm gonna take care of the country." It don't work like that, you know what I mean? So
I can
definitely.
promise you this. This is every politician's going to say they're for the people, they're for this, they're for all these things. But here's what they're really for: these government people and these political people. They're for taking your money and keeping it for themselves. They're for keeping us hungry, keeping us working our asses off for barely any money. They're for keeping us divided from color, like me and yourself. They're for keeping us just kind of in disarray and divided, so we can't come together. Because if we all did come together, we would be able to run this country and take over how it's supposed to be ran.
That's facts right there.
So they keep us poor, sick, divided, and dependent on them. That's what I can promise you that the government does for us.
That's all facts. I agree with you 100% on that. Let's get to the second part of his question. He's saying, let's see, on the track Mirrors, Calhoun goes metal on the hook. Might we hear a couple gangster rock songs soon from before he retires?
Yeah, 100%. So it was funny too. It was really funny because Drew Ear God, who's my engineer and has engineered tons of stuff for Mises. When I belted that out, I said, all right, I already laid the pre-hook down and everything. And I said, okay, I got an idea that I'm going to do for this. And when I belted out that, like that
shit was crazy, dog.
They both looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, oh, that's not it. And they're like, no, that's it. And so I layered it a few times, and I thought it was different. I've never done nothing like that before, and it felt good. You know, it felt like I got a lot of anger out too when I did that.
Shit, it might be therapeutic, man. Hey,
yeah,
for real.
I think I got about a year and a half left with music. I'm probably make one more. I will make one more album, and after that, I'm either going to chill the fuck out or I'm going to start a label. Those are my options.
Copy that. Sounds like a plan, man. Let's see. So we'll go ahead and dive into the last few questions. There's a video online circulating right now. I wanted to ask you here why I had you. It's of you hopping on stage with Ryan and at some point having a conversation. So the question is that video real? And what is the friendship looking like nowadays with you and Church, man? Are we ever going to get a sing with you guys together, or is that over with and done?
Well, yeah, the video is absolutely real. Number one. Number two, anything with me and Ryan that is between me and Ryan, on my end will forever stay off the internet, and on his end, I believe as well. We were able to have a conversation, and at the end of the day, just to coexist together, and it's not tear each other, two grown ass men tearing each other down on the internet. That's messy. That's the way. And I don't want to dive too deep into it. I'll just say we were able to have a conversation like men.
Right.
Anything that's personal between me and Ryan is between me and Ryan, and not for the internet, you know.
Facts.
And I'm happy, very happy that he has a new addition to his family, his daughter. And I'm excited for the joy that I hope that brings for him and his future. But definitely I don't hold no hatred. I have to defend myself if I feel like, you know,
someone's coming at you.
Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it should be handled differently, like off the internet. And yeah, I don't think anyone's gonna see anything coming from his side. And I could speak for myself, definitely not from my side, you know.
Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear it, man. I think things got carried away, and once other folks get involved in it and everybody starts making reactions on it and adding on to it, it's kind of hard to remove yourself from the situation.
And I'll tell you, it's the stress that it puts on me or maybe us. We're people like that. That's just it's ugly. It's poison, and it just weighs on you, and it's not worth it, man.
Facts. Good to hear. Glad to hear it, Calhoun. Glad to hear it, Calhoun. We're gonna go ahead. That's all the questions we have for you today.
What?
Yeah, man.
No more questions.
You want to chat? What you want to do?
Hold on. What time? Yeah, I got some time.
All right, cool, man. So what's
Who else well, I can't even see the chat. So what's the chat saying?
So let me see. Hold on real quick. Let me move some stuff around. Boom.
Are they how's everyone doing today?
Yeah, they're up there in the chat. Let me see. What's going on, chat? What's going on? So let me go ahead and read the chat for you, bro. Let's see. You got your first guy on the chat saying he's listening to the album right now, or I guess he's out. Listen, so Calhoun is a real one. Bad MF. Let's see. Can't wait for tomorrow. Let's see. I think I'm more excited for this album than I was for the Eminem, and I'm a huge M fan. That's a huge.
Much respect. Thank you.
Yeah, facts. Hey everyone, glad I saw this on. Definitely excited everybody's excited for tomorrow, bro. Amazing. Can't wait. Cannot wait. This album is gonna be amazing. I already know. I'd love Adam to be. I'd love for Adam to become the president. Listen, man. If you go for it, man, you got my support, brother. All right, all the bullshit aside, all the drama aside, I'm tired of the race situations. I'm tired of even having this conversation with people. I think it is time for our country to come back together, bro. And I think it's going to take a normal blue collar person, bro. So if you do run, you got my support on some real shit, bro.
It's going to take someone that's not a politician.
Facts.
That doesn't do things the way politicians do. What better way to throw a guy in there that has nothing to do with politics, that just uses their common sense and love for their country to fucking further their people and make this a better place.
Going back to the chat, he definitely. Hey, everybody's saying you got their vote, man. Everybody's saying you got their vote. He definitely have my vote too. 100% agree. See, what time is the album dropping tomorrow?
So it actually drops depending where you live. Like I want to say they drop it Eastern time. So midnight Eastern time, it'll start dropping accordingly. So like midnight Eastern time, usually it's like iTunes and these DSPs. That's like our distribution. They take a minute to like kick the bot, like kick their fucking like ticks off of them or whatever. But usually around like 12:30ish, around that time, you'll start seeing it like just pop up,
populate.
Yeah, but they operate off Eastern time.
Copy that. All right, correction. He said, no, I said I'm at work, but I'm listening to the live right now. Shout out for you guys in the live, man. Shout out for you guys showing love. I'm going to go down to the comment section. If you guys have any questions for Calhoun, now is the time to put them in there. I got y'all. When I tell you everybody's showing love, bro, everybody's showing love. All right, so we'll continue down the comments. He said, I am doing good. I can't wait for tomorrow album. You are an amazing person and artist. That's coming from Nadine LaFrance. Grim Reaper got representing the region, Calhoun 2028. Hey, listen, you might need to run, man. Might need to do that. Let's see. Does it come in our email?
Yeah, you should get a notification. If you got an iPhone or iTunes and you downloaded it, like pre-ordered it, you should get an email and a notification that it's ready to download.
Copy that. Hope you guys heard that. All right, so I think it's on iTunes. Cool.
So after midnight, it's everywhere. This album will be everywhere. You can listen to it for free on, I think, YouTube Music, or just go to my YouTube page under releases. You can listen to it, steal it. I don't care how you listen to it, just listen to it. And I do believe on YouTube they always offer like a topic page where it shows all the songs and you can hear them all and listen to them all for free. So listen to it for free. It'll be everywhere. You can stream music. It's on Google, Amazon, iTunes, all the bullshit, Pandora, fucking Siri, play Adam Calhoun. It'll play it. It's everywhere. That's how it works. It just it takes some time, but when you wake up in the morning, it'll be everywhere. People will be jamming that shit. So I'm really thankful to be here, and I am 100% independent, and I couldn't do what I do without the support. This is the whole thing for this what we're doing right now with FTB Reacts and myself. You'll see a lot of these, and we can maybe end it here if you want. But here's how it is. You see these signed artists, and they go on these giant podcasts, and they promote themselves.
Right.
You got these award shows, and they promote them. They're promoted and pumped through on television and talk shows and radio and this and podcasts. And this is the part, the podcast.
Right.
They're on Theo Vaughn and whoever the fuck, Joe Rogan. Here's the thing. You guys are a huge reason why independent artists like myself get new eyes that may have never saw us before, because you don't just react to my music. You react to all these other artists' music.
Genres and all that.
So they watch you react to this other artist. They might get my video pulls up next and you're reacting to me. So they never even saw who I was. So that's why I'm doing this run with like 10 of my favorite reactors that I like, that I know they know hip hop. I know they do good reactions and they're not biased, and they know, the main thing is they know hip hop. And that's why I'm doing this, is to try to give back to the community that has given us and myself so much as far as independent artists go. And that's what I did. I reached out to my favorite reactors. There's still a few that I didn't
to hear, man. That's what's up.
Yeah. Like I love Flawed.
Shout out to Flawdzilla for real. Shout out to the homie.
I really love Flawed, and I hope I get to do one with him. But these are all our favorite reactors, and I got a bunch more to do for the rest of the day. And I'm just excited to talk to you and to the people.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. I want to read off a few more of these positive comments, bro. They are showing you love over here, bro. And then we go ahead and wrap up and get you on. I know you got a busy day ahead of you. Just want to say respect and love all you're doing, working toward bringing the independent artists together and doing all these interviews and trying to catch them all to support. Facts. That was from Aileen Rose. All right. Engineer, listening to your phone. I'm listening. All right. So pre-order. Everybody's pre-ordering your stuff, bro. It's ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and get Calhoun. Get him on to this next venture, you guys. Again, the album Pale Horse is available right now for our pre-order on all platforms. Make sure you guys go get that thing, and make sure to wait for it tomorrow as well, man. It's a big day. I'm excited for you, Calhoun. I wish you all the positive energy, bro, and just stay.
You're awesome, man. Thank you. That actually made me feel so good. That intro you gave me. What the hell?
Had to do a proper, try and be like Shannon Sharp, man. Try to get you the good intro.
Trust that shit. Thank you.
Know what I mean? Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that show up to the live. I appreciate you guys. Shout out to Mises. Shout out to Struggle Jennings. Everybody involved. Most of all, shout out to Calhoun, man. I appreciate your time, buddy.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you around.
All right, you guys take care. We're gonna go ahead and
anytime you want to do this again, just for anything, let me know. I'll hop on.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Later.
Bada bing, bada boom. So that was Calhoun, bro. Solid interview, man. I try to get some questions for you guys, so it will give you more of an insight to the music, more of an insight to the man behind the music. One of the most important things, the update on the friendship with the homie. So I'm glad to see them piece that up. I'm glad to see just positive energy on the internet, bro. And hopefully we can keep that thing going. Again, you can pre-order the album right now. It's available for pre-order, and it officially drops tomorrow. Make sure you guys go and support that artist. Until next time, man. All right? Y'all be safe out there. Peace.